Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and begin with a prayer. So Janelle Pinto is here to be our prayer practitioner. Janelle is part of our Masterful Living program and also is in our prayer practitioner program. And it feels totally wrong to say that she's my favorite, one of my favorite prayers, but it's true. So I said it anyway. So Janelle, if you could get us started. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Angela. So I welcome you all to join me in placing your hand on your heart and closing your eyes. We'll take a deep breath together to settle into this prayerful moment. So grateful and so thankful to come together today. Grateful and thankful to partner up with our higher Holy Spirit self. So grateful and so thankful to welcome the company of heaven into this call, into this conversation, and into the music today. So grateful and thankful for Angela hosting us, knowing that we are in great hands. So grateful and so thankful for the message that Lori brings today, knowing that she is blessed and that she is lifting us up into the light and into the levels of truth with such ease and grace. So grateful and so thankful for Jennifer Ruth Russell and her voice as she lifts us up with her music today. We are grateful and thankful to place on the altar for healing any busyness, anything from the past or the future. We are just offering our lives up and placing it on the altar for healing. We declare our willingness to receive all the benefits from this call today. We are willing to live the good life and to be lifted and shifted into the light. Again, we are so grateful and thankful for this time together today, knowing that it is blessed. We share the benefits of this time and our conversation today and all of our healing with everyone because we are one. We let this be in the grace of God, and so it is. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. Yes, so thank you, Janelle, for starting us out. I will now probably go backwards a little bit, but to say welcome again, now that we are steeped in prayer. I am Angela Potts-Manganda. I am the host today. I am part of the Power of Love Ministry staff. I am one of the certified counselors through Jennifer's program, which is where she is right now, certifying new counselors. We are so excited that we have another certified counselor here coming back, Lori, my dear friend, to share a message with us. And we also have Jennifer Ruth Russell coming back again. And I know that the cool thing is Lori and Jennifer have worked together. So there's a synergy already. There's like a connection already between our presenters. So that's so wonderful. I feel like we're going to feel that very soon. And so we will start by introducing Jennifer and having our first song. So just want to properly introduce her. And so I was excited. Oh, okay. Well, 1 second. I cleared that away. Oh, just one moment. Okay. All right. So Jennifer Ruth Russell is the creator of Angels of Abundance Ascension. She's an Academy Award-winning songwriter, a singer, inspirational speaker, and teacher, a licensed spiritual practitioner and spiritual mentor. She is a co-author with Mother Mary for the 3 books, I believe, 21 Days to Abundance Through the Immaculate Heart of Mother Mary, How to Create with Mother Mary and Friends, and her newer book, which I saw her present here or talk about, was Empowered Prayer. So we're so excited to have you back, Jennifer, and to hear your first selection.
Thank you, Angela. It is so wonderful to be here. And I just want to correct something. I'm not an Academy Award winning songwriter. That would be
That's what's
great.
in there.
I have an academy. So it's they call the Angels of Abundance Ascension Academy. And yes, from your mouth to God's ears, I am an Academy Award winning songwriter. Okay. I am so delighted to be here. Welcome to all of you, and I'm grateful to be in this beautiful container of love again. Thank you so much, Angela. Thank you, Faith, for asking me, and thank you, beloved Jennifer Hadley, for. I have to tell you a little story. I did a visioning with beloved Jennifer Hadley way before you guys were even here. It was in a park here in LA, and we got together and we had this vision of this community all over the world gathering. And here it is. It's just so wonderful. So I'm going to sing a little bit. Can you hear me now? Can you still hear me? I'm going to add the piano. Can you still hear me? Okay. I just don't want to blast it out because I know Zoom is very particular. Oh, so good to see you here, Linda, my beloved friend from North Carolina. This is my favorite lesson in the Course in Miracles, lesson 68. I see you, I see you, I see you as my friend. I see you and I remember that you are a part of me. I see you, I see you, I see you as my friend. I see you, my friend, you help me come to know myself. Love, love holds no grievances. I let all my sorrows go. When I let go of all my grievances, I will know you are a part of me. I will know that I am perfectly safe. I see you, I see you, I see you as my friend. I see you and I remember that you are a part of me. I see you, I see you, I see you as my friend. I see you, my friend, you help me come to know myself. Love, love holds no grievances. I let all my sorrows go. When I let go of all my grievances, I will know you are a part of I will know I am perfectly safe.
Beautiful. Thank you, Jennifer. Wow. I think you just healed something in my heart. Oh, wow. Thank you. And thank you for correcting me that you're not an Academy Award winning songwriter, but that just might be a premonition. That might be.
Absolutely.
Yes. And so I'm excited now. Thank you, Jennifer, once again, to introduce my dear friend, Lori Gifford, who is here to share our message today as our speaker. And Spirit gave me, I don't know if it's Spirit who gave me the joke, but it was told me to start out saying Lori is an Emmy award winning, but let me properly introduce Lori. Lori has been sharing Spirit's messages with clients since 1986. At age 20, Lori was the youngest member invited to the Psychic Center in Rochester, New York. She studied and worked at the Chopra Center as the spa director and lead educator for over 4 years. Lori's book, 90 Days to Learning the Tarot, No Memorization Required, was published by Schiffer Publishing in 2014. In 2016, she began studying with Reverend Jennifer Hadley and became a certified spiritual counselor, which is where we met. Through the Power of Love ministry, as a spiritual counselor, Lori vows to love and serve whoever Spirit puts in front of her and sees the perfection in who they are. She does this by listening deeply and allowing Spirit to guide the session. We're so lucky to have you back, Lori. The first time you made me cry. So we'll see what happens here. So thank you. Thank you, Lori.
Thank you, Angela. Thank you for being the hostess with the mostest today. Thank you, Sean, for your help behind the scenes, and GJ, who I know is hiding behind the curtain. And thank you, Jennifer, for the beautiful, beautiful song, and Janelle for the gorgeous prayer. The song segues perfectly into the message that I wanted to talk about today, and that is love holds no grievances. I've been thinking a lot this week about the power of choice and how in A Course in Miracles, we are allowed to choose love or fear, and how truly powerful getting to make that choice is. And while I was thinking about that this week, the story of the prodigal son came to mind. And we all know the story of the prodigal son, the son that asked for his father's wealth, that went out into the world, that squandered it, that came back. He was welcomed with open arms. The person in the story I was guided to talk about today is the other son. And the one that stayed while his brother went out into the world. And I would like to read from Luke chapter 15. So the prodigal son, the story of the prodigal son is in Luke 15, verses 11 through 32. And the verses I wanted to share with you today were verses 28 through 32. And it's after the prodigal son returns. The older brother became angry and refused to go in. So his father went out and pleaded with him. But he answered his father, "Look, All these years I've been slaving for you and never disobeyed your orders. Yet you never gave me even a young goat so that I could celebrate with my friends. But when this son of yours who has squandered your property with prostitutes comes home, you kill the fatted calf for him. My son, the father said, you are always with me, and everything I have is yours. But we had to celebrate and be glad because this brother of yours was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found. The thing that struck me when I was reading that is the way the father responded to the older brother. He responded from this place of love. He responded not by defending himself. He responded by saying, you are always with me, and everything I have is yours. That was really powerful to reread for me because I have been in that space of the older brother. And I'm wondering if anyone else here can relate to that voice of, all this time I've been doing everything that was expected of me. All this time I've been doing everything everyone else wanted me to do. All this time I've been doing what's right. All this time I've been this perfect spiritual student, this perfect parent, this perfect spouse, this perfect friend, this perfect employee. And you never gave me whatever that was. But when so-and-so shows up, you gave it to them. It's that voice that I was looking at, that voice that has forgotten, that voice that's a cry for love. And again, it struck me how the father responded and said, you are always with me, and everything I have is yours. That older son in this story represents that part that's angry, that feels unrecognized, unloved, and unappreciated. And I like to think of the father in this story representing our divine parent, the one that's not correcting the son for being angry, the one that's saying, you're always with me, and everything I have is yours. The one that's allowing us to choose, to hear that message, to believe that message, to trust that message, or to continue feeling the way that we're feeling. The choice between choosing love and fear. The choice of choosing to stay in whatever mindset we choose, while that divine parent continues to say, you are always with me, and everything I have is yours. That part of us that so wants to be loved, how are we treating that part when it comes up? How do I treat that part of myself that's angry? Am I able to look at it with that same kind of love? Am I able to accept it, to sit with it, to say, it's okay that you're feeling like that? Everything our Father has is ours. Our divine parents are always with us. Such an amazing gift that we are given, that power of choice. And as I was thinking about this week, I was reminded again of another part in the text, in the course. And that was the part called The New Beginning. In chapter 30, section 1, rules for decision. So I was sitting there. Well, I was on my morning walk. And I often get a lot of insights from Spirit when I'm on my morning walk. And as I was walking, I remembered, oh, it would be nice. I had a thought. It would be really nice to have a rule book that would help remind me when I'm in that space, when that part of me is feeling unloved and angry and unappreciated and making a choice that's not loving. It would be so nice to have a rule book or something to look at to help me. And I heard this little bell go off in my head. Ding, 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 ding. Rules for decision. So I got home from my walk and I looked it up in my blue book. It's on page 625 in my blue book. And I reread it. And chapter 30, section 1, rules for decision, starts off by saying, choose what kind of day you would like. Okay, I can do that. I can choose love. And I'm just going to read the italicized parts because to me, that's the little roadmap that was sticking out. Today, I will make no decisions by myself. Okay, so I'll allow Spirit to help me with my choices. Okay. And if I make no decisions by myself, this is the day that will be given me. I'd like to have a day filled with love. If I allow Spirit to guide me and make no decisions, no judgments by myself, I'll have a loving day. Okay. But then I realized, okay, there are going to be times that come up when that angry part of me, that afraid part of me, that frustrated part of me has forgotten that I have chosen something other than the kind of day, that loving day that I would like. What kind of comfort would I like to give that part of me? Would I like to say, sweetheart, everything I have is yours. You are always with me. If I take that moment and do that, that part of me is going to remember the type of day that I originally asked for and realize that something other than that is what's showing up. And I can gently tell that part of myself, that's okay. We originally forgot what we chose. It's okay. Love holds no grievances. And then we can go on and say, you know what? At least I can decide I don't like the way I feel now. And I can ask that part of me, do you enjoy feeling miserable? How would you like to feel? And then I can remind myself and that other part of me, you know what? I hope I've been wrong. You know, I'd like another way to look at this. Perhaps there's another way to look at this. What can we lose by asking? And that still small voice will come through again and say, I am always with you. All that I have is yours. And if we go back and we look at the oldest son, let's put him in this for a moment. Let's go through the rules for decision with him. Let's say the older son wakes up, he stretches, he gets ready to go out to the field. And let's say that he decides to have a joyful day. And he's out in the field and he hears about his brother returning. And he hears about the celebration and he gets mad. And he comes in from the field and he sees his father. And his father says, you are always with me. And everything I have is yours. The older brother at this point has a decision to make. Does he wish to stay angry? Or does he wish to have a joy-filled day? If he takes a moment and he thinks, what was that I wished to have today? Oh, a joy-filled day? Okay. And I said that I would make no decisions by myself. Who's deciding right now to be angry? Is that spirit and me, or is that me? And if I make no decisions by myself, if I bring spirit back in, what kind of day would I have? Let me just think about this for a minute. Do I like how I'm feeling right now? Do I like feeling angry? Ooh, I hope I've been wrong. I want another way to look at this. Perhaps there is another way to look at this. What can I lose by asking? And then he goes in and he joins the celebration. And two sons have returned. So now, from this space, I'd like to invite you to experience this connection yourself. Would you like to experience this connection with spirit? I'd like to invite you to go into this meditation. Go ahead for a moment, closing your eyes. I invite you to close your eyes and place your hands on your heart. As you breathe, allow yourself to connect with your heart, your inner heart. That part of you that knows the truth. Continue to breathe in and out. Feeling that warm, loving light that is you, flowing through you. With each breath, this connection strengthens. With each breath, this connection strengthens. With each breath, this connection strengthens. Feeling this warmth radiate through and around you. Feeling this warmth cocoon you in its loving glow. Becoming one with this warmth. This warmth, this glow is you. Allowing yourself to merge with it. Allowing yourself to be one with the one. You are part of this truth. Continuing to breathe in and out. Merged with this loving light that is you. With each breath, you merge. With each breath, you merge. With each breath, you merge. The love that you are is limitless. The love that you are is eternal. The love that you has chosen to make its home within you, with you, always there, always within reach for your comfort. Breathing in and out, breathing into your divinity. breathing into divinity. Breathing into your birthright. You are home. You are loved. You are magnificent. Allowing yourself to rest in this energy now. Allowing yourself to rest fully in this energy now. Fully immersed in the truth of who you are. You are one with the one. Breathing in and out, and knowing that your breath is your gateway, and the hands on your heart, your anchor that will always bring you back to this place whenever you choose. Grateful for the breath. Taking a few more breaths, knowing that this connection is within the breath. Breathing in and out. Knowing that home is as far away as your next breath and is as close as your next breath. Taking a moment now and asking, while you are merged here, asking this divine part of you for a message it would like to share with the part of you that is getting to experience this lifetime. Breathing in and out, allowing the message to flow to and through you, whatever the message is. Maybe it's a phrase, maybe a word, maybe a feeling, or maybe an image. Allow yourself to breathe it in. Allow yourself to receive it, feeling the warmth, feeling the embrace, knowing that this connection is only ever a breath away. As you continue to breathe, allow yourself to slowly start making circles around your heart area. Grateful for this gateway. Allowing those circles to gently caress your heart. Continue to breathe, infusing your being with the divine message you received. And now, reaching your arms around you and giving yourself and your miraculous vessel a hug, embracing the truth of who you are, embracing the love. And when you're ready, opening your eyes and knowing that you are always home.
Thank you, Lori. I feel hesitant to speak loudly. I'm coming out of that myself. So thank you so much for the journey you took us on. And I'm sure all the moments we had to have little aha. So just thank you so much for what you offered us today. And also the cadence and the which was very soothing. So thank you for your soothing message today, but a deep soothing message. Thank you. So we'll bring you in, Jennifer, for another song. And the first one was a little freakishly in sync. That was a little, but yes, thank you, Jennifer, when you're ready.
Thank you. Thank you, Lori. You totally changed the song. This is the song that is meant for today. It's a deeply internal song. So if you want to just keep going on with that beautiful cadence as Angela spoke, that Lori began. Thank you, beloved. I am worthy of my own love. I am worthy of my own love. I am worthy of my own love. I am precious, a child of the One. I'm not too little or too much. I'm not too little or too much. I'm not too little or too much. I'm enough just as I am. And I am worthy of my own love. I am worthy of my own love. I am worthy of my own love. I accept who I am, and I stand up and speak my truth. I stand up and speak my truth. I stand up and speak my truth. I am strong and I express myself, and I am worthy of my own love. I am worthy of my own love. I am worthy of my own love. I'm the light of God. I take dominion of my life. I take dominion of my life. I take dominion of my life. I believe in myself and I have faith, and I am worthy of my own love. I am worthy of my own love. I am worthy of my own love. I'm the power, the presence of God, and I am worthy of my own love. I am worthy of my own love. I am worthy of my own love. I am precious, child of the one.
Thank you, Jennifer. I love how you end your songs, bringing the energy to your heart. So sweet. Okay, well, thank you so much. This is the time we get to have our breakout conversations so that you can meet other people who are here. And if you feel comfortable sharing in the small breakouts, it feels to me just to share whatever has come to you during the service, what has hit you, what ahas are you having, or what has touched you. If you feel comfortable sharing that in the small groups that we are setting up, please do. Otherwise, it's totally acceptable to just listen. And we just ask that you take turns. So we usually do about 18 to 20 minutes. So just being aware of sharing the time. And yeah, listening with compassion. So thank you for your willingness to go into the breakout. And we can go ahead and do that when you're ready, Sean. Okay. All right. Okay. So people joining the breakout. All right. Let's just see here. Okay. All right. And then now we get to have our Facebook Live discussion for those of us who are joining on Facebook, and we'll have a panel. So we're excited, and we'll just start off with our resident insightful responder, Rosalind.
Thank you, my dear. Oh my gosh, the tone of the entire service, from Janelle to Angela to Lori to Jennifer. It's been one message, one embodiment, one experience of entering a very deep place. It feels like beyond words. Love doesn't, is so overused word. So it's a power place of expansion. Anyway, I won't diminish it by trying to describe it. I'd like to say a few things to everyone. Janelle, that yes, you are a powerful, sweet, clear messenger of connection. And I love the expression offering our lives up, our whole lives. To me, that means no exceptions, not just this thing that I offer to you and put on the altar, but our entire lives. Wow, that's profound. And I'll get to you, Jennifer. after I do Lori, because it all fits together. Lori, it feels like the two parts of your thought-provoking message were a journey to God, the rules of decision and choose again. Those I hear as journeying to God. And when you spoke from the Father's perspective, and when you spoke in the meditation, you were journeying in God. You were there. So you took us on so many levels to where we end up when we're living and journeying in God. We're there. And the Father showed us a very profound expression of acceptance. And I had an experience this week, which was a moment of all of these expressions. Before I tell you about the moment, I have to tell you that 5 years ago, when I had brain surgery, my mouth ended up like this for about 6 months or more. I'm not sure, because I wasn't tracking it. But I didn't have any brain power at the time. There was no ego because the brain hadn't come back yet. So I didn't even though I groomed and saw myself in the mirror, I had no judgment. It didn't even occur that anything went wrong until the surgeon apologized for disfiguring me. And at the time I went, oh, I'm disfigured. And I went back and then I saw it in the mirror. But I did notice other people's response to my gait and apparently the way my face looked. And since I didn't have any stories going on, I did believe that it was their stories I was hearing. So, oh, you poor dear, you probably had a stroke, or, oh, what a nice man to stay with you, or whatever. Well, this week I had a crown done, and this side of my face went like this with my lip being like that. That's how I looked. I even took a picture. Why I took a picture, I'm not sure. I want to tell you about my response. First, I noticed right away, because I still have my brains in these days, and there was a contraction, definite contraction. It was like, oh, that is not very attractive. Okay, so I had my conclusion, and then I said, okay. I don't know where that came from. And A Course in Miracles says, I need do nothing. But doing happens, whether it's a personal doer, doing happens. So I went to the computer because I had Zoom calls coming up all afternoon. And I Googled face asymmetry from Novocaine. And then what came up was permanent palsy as a result of Novocaine. I didn't click on that. Then it said ways to quicken the results of come off Novocaine. So I looked at that, and it said warm compresses and take a walk. So I said, oh, I can do those things. I was extremely calm. I mean, I was surprising. It was quite a surprising experience. So I did those things, but it all followed okay. And then I thought, okay, the word okay just kept coming. Okay, I'll get on the Zoom calls. I mean, I did think I could cancel the calls. I thought, no, if this is the way I'm going to look this afternoon, I will get on the calls and I will talk the best I can. Okay. And so that reminds me so much of what you said to Lori when you were talking, Lori. That's what I heard you saying was okay. Okay, when you talked in a sweeter voice to yourselves that were your parts that were angry or feeling this or that. And so I just want to join in the same theme that we're in, where acceptance and you are always with me from the Father is our message, and everything is okay, even no matter. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Rosalind. Thanks for sharing from your personal practice. And yeah, everything feels so rich, like we can stay everywhere forever. But yeah, let's see. Janelle, would you like to share anything about what you've taken in today?
Sure. That was really, really beautiful, Rosalind. Thank you so much. That was stunning, just as you are. Yeah, I have been enjoying the tone of the whole conversation. Grateful for the opportunity to have a conversation about self-love and self-acceptance, and just the remembrance of the spectrum that we can appear to be, and being open and available to all of that, and coming back to the one. And I really loved how you talked about the rules for decision, Lori. I am grateful for the moments where I'm hearing conversation and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm doing that. Yes. Like it feels like I could just give myself a high five. So it was kind of one of those moments where it's like, okay, yeah, like we're doing it kind of thing. So that's all I have to share, but thank you so much.
We're doing it. Yay. And Faith, I see that you're here. You were like not on my main screen and now you're here.
I am here, yes.
Would you like to share?
Sure, Angela, thank you. So much to unpack here with what I heard this morning. And Lori, I love how you talked about this parable of the prodigal son from the other brother's viewpoint. And it was funny because when you started to talk about it, and I never thought about the brother, how he would really feel. And there was a part of my heart that just went, oh, I can imagine, how he must have felt. And then you said something and said, let's reimagine what his reaction may have been. We could reimagine and choose differently. And he chose to, even though he found out about this unexpectedly, that he chose to join the celebration. And you said, and both brothers came home. And that I get tears in my eyes. It was almost like audible. I think someone had an audible sound after you said that, because that is what I remind myself, that we always have this choice to come home. And even in the midst of like where the other brother who had this great life, his father loved him and he had all these things, and he still got angry and he still felt cheated and he still felt that place in his heart of this isn't fair. And by making a different choice, that comes up for me, like I always have that choice I can make. And then in I called you Reverend Jennifer. That's beautiful, Jennifer. It feels that way so much sometimes. And then in Jennifer's song, when she said, I am not too little, I am not too much. And that reminded me of that as well. It's like we can come from it from so many different places, and take this viewpoint of there's something wrong with me, but it's not true. and that we can always choose differently. And that is just such a beautiful, I loved how that came together, the both of those ideas.
Thank you. Yes, well, let's let the Academy Award-winning Reverend Jennifer speak.
That is hilarious. I just want to say thank you, Lori. It was so beautiful, and I loved I loved everything that you did this morning. And I had such an when I was singing, uh, I stand up and speak my truth. It made me really, and I'm so glad you brought in the other brother as well, because if the other brother had not spoken anything, that would have turned into shame. I mean, we can think about that too, that because he was able to stand up and speak his truth, he got an answer. He got an answer that you built your whole talk around, that it was so beautiful that all that I have is yours, and I'm so glad that he spoke his truth. I'm so glad that he stood up and said something. And, as I guess Brene Brown has been the one to say, when shame is not expressed, it's what, it becomes shame if you can't speak out and say, hey, what about me? And it reminded me of how many times, and I guess maybe too, as a woman being raised in a place of like, you're supposed to accept and be quiet. I was raised in a really conventional spirit, Christian home, right? And you were really trained to be a good wife and a mother. That was the training, and that meant that you had to follow and not really speak your truth. So I'm really grateful that you brought in the other brother, and so beautiful. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Angela, can I just pop in with one sentence? I meant to get back to Jennifer, and I just wanted to speak to that second song and the acceptance that you just spoke of and expanded. And it was so soothing. And somehow that's what I came to in the mirror. That's what my mirror song, you reflected it by saying, okay. So I just wanted to tell you how sweet that was to hear. And I think if Jennifer Hadley hears that song, it's going on her playlist because it's everything she teaches. Thank you, Jennifer.
That's sweet. Lori, do you want to have perhaps the final word here, or address what has come up, or share?
I just would like to say thank you for just everyone that's been here today, including you, Cody Bear, my dog, and everyone's thoughtful responses. I have been doing a lot of work myself around my abandoned child. I had no idea what I was going to talk about today, to be perfectly honest. And when Jennifer asked me, I got this text and it was like, would you like to speak at Sundays with Spirit? So I sat with it. But 10 minutes later, November 7th would be the perfect day. I get this second follow-up text for her. And I was like, okay, I'm good. I'll do it. Yes. And it literally was what the rules for decision talks about. I went to, today I will make no decisions about this talk by myself. And every day I'd get a little piece and a little piece and a little piece and a little piece. I had no idea. I thought, oh, well, she asked me to do the meditation. Okay. And this morning I sat down and I thought, okay, what experience would you like me to give the people that are going to show up today? And I just started typing. Wasn't from me. And so it totally outlined, and it was the perfect example of what happens, because the kind of experience I wished to have today was to be of total service and to help with connection and love. And I just went back to those first two. Today, I'll make no decisions by myself. And if I don't make any decisions by myself about this service, it will show up exactly like that. And it did. So that's the experience I've gotten to have with this. And I'm grateful, so grateful. And Jennifer Ruth Russell, I love your music. You have been an amazing mentor to me, and I just wanted to say thank you and to share with you part of my inner child work is imagining myself sitting across from my inner child singing the Ho'oponopono song the way that you sing it. And I use that all the time. So thank you for the blessings that you bring to this world. Thank you. It made me so happy and filled with joy to find out that you were going to be here today. I thought this is perfect synchronicity. And Angela, you, to me, are the example that does this every time you look at your daughter. You look at Justine and you choose love again and again. Your face kept coming up to me in my mind every time I read this. So thank you for your presence in my life as well. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. It's such a love fest, which is why I like coming here, which is why I don't think there's a better place you can be. And so welcoming everyone back from the breakout. And, Jennifer always offers this time to either like declare your decision you're making or your takeaway or anything that we can hold as a group for what you got from the message. What are you taking with you? What are you deciding? What are you letting go of? Or if you'd like to share that in the chat, anything that is in your heart or came up in your discussion in your breakout, please feel free to do that. And this is the time where we also let you know what's going on in the ministry. There's so much exciting, there's always a lot going on, and it's still that way. And first, we like to just remind you how you can support us to offer Sundays with Spirit week after week, and to tithe the speakers and the musicians, that you can make a donation. You can make a recurring donation. And you can also sign up for the text messages. We have daily ACIM text messages, inspiration, and also messages from Jennifer's blog. And so you can sign up for those, and that becomes your donation. So, instead of getting those, what are those mailing labels, which I kind of keep those usually, where when you get the free mailing labels because you made a donation, but here you get an ACIM text inspirational text. So you can do that. We are also announcing Jennifer is offering a free class called Family Forgiveness, and that is happening November 11th. She always offers something related to family right before the holiday time. It's of course applicable all year round. I personally find relationships are my practice ground, and they don't seem to just happen at the holidays. But Family Forgiveness, November 11th, that is a free offering. You can go onto our website now and register for that. We are super excited that Lori is also offering a class, which we are going to share information about. But Lori, I can let you talk about your class that's coming up if you'd like to.
Sure. I'd like to share a little bit about that. Again, synchronistically, Jennifer, you're here today because I took a similar workshop with you that I was inspired with this, and you're segueing out of teaching those workshops and passing the baton on to me. And another point of synchronicity. And so I will joyfully take that baton. And the workshop is called The Prosperous Practitioner. And it is building your practice with spirit. It will explore the blocks that stand in the way of having an abundant practice, using some tools that Jennifer Hadley has taught, and using different techniques from like rules for decision from ACIM, and also a couple different books. All the information is on the link that was just posted. We are doing, because it's the first time that we are offering this, we are doing an early bird special. So the information is there. If you sign up, I think it's before next Sunday. I think it is. I think you have a full week to receive that's the early bird special. And it's going to be a lot of fun. One of the things that, the way that I live my life is that from day to day, I'm not sure I don't have a 9-to-5 job. People show up. And I have given that completely over to spirit in my life. And as soon as I did that, my practice filled up. I was shown different ways. I was guided to different teachers. So it's a little bit of what I've used, a little bit of what I've learned from other amazing women. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So if anyone's interested in building their practice, check out the link.
Awesome. Thank you, Lori, because I knew that class was coming. I was like, I want to take it when it's ready. So it's happening. Awesome. Okay, another announcement I'd like to make is something I'm a part of, is the miracle circles. So we have started talking and advertising about miracle circles, and these are going to be weekly Zoom 1-hour conversations around living A Course in Miracles. And this is something Jennifer has been inspired to offer for many years, but this is open to her wider database. So all around the world, people who are connected through the Power of Love Ministry, and you have any interest to come gather with others and share about your experience living the Course in Miracles, the challenges you have, the highs and the lows, the questions, the blocks you hit, just to have other people who are interested to actually live this and practice, as we talked about today. And we always talk about the practice. We've got the Miracle Circle link. So what we're having people do now is apply to be a part of our first 4 circles that are launching as soon as they get filled up. It's sort of, we're waiting for, it's like the supply and demand, where we've supplying 4 circles. When they get filled up, we'll then be opening up more. So there's an application there at the website. Yeah, I think that's all for our announcements. Which then I think we get to have another song with you, Jennifer. And if you'd like to share your own personal announcements about what's going on with you, or where to direct people to find your music, bring you on.
Thank you, Angela. Thank you. And I'm so grateful to pass the baton on to Lori. And I just made an announcement to my community. It's the last time I'm teaching this course, so you better jump in. And Lori says, I'm going to start teaching. So I'm grateful that it's moving on in its own form, in a new form. Well, I guess you can reach get any of my music on Spotify or Apple Music, wherever you listen to music, except for the new stuff. And that's actually, I have a Patreon site now with my husband Michael, and we put all of the new stuff on there while we're getting it ready. And it's a great way to support us and our music. And it's just called, patreon.com/Jennifer and Michael. Also, Mother Mary and I have been working together for a long time, and that's really where my focus and my work is going to full time now. So, the last couple of years, we've been working on a new spiritual technology. I love using that word, and it's a new faith currency, actually. And it's going to be a 21-day process. I'm inviting people to come and join me, which will end up to be another book, and it's called New Faith Currency. It's starting on the November 17th. And I guess the best way for you to find out about that, because I'm sending out all that information tomorrow, is to just go to angelstraaa.com. That's where Angels of Abundance Ascension Academy, it's a short version, angelstraaa.com. And just, taking the free gift, which is a beautiful meditation with Archangel Michael, and you'll be able to hear all about it and all the details. But it's really going to be off the charts experience of channel material every day for 21 days around a new way of us transitioning from the old money system that we have going on now into a new faith currency. And so I'm very excited about it. All right, so let's bring out all of our little children's, because I've written a whole bunch of children's songs, and I thought it would be fun to end with a children's song today. And my words for this year are joy light. So we're gonna sing about joyfulness, and I want you to just get this. And I saw Delaram was on here earlier. I think she's gone, but there are a lot of virtues facilitators that have used these 52 songs on the virtues, and I have re-released them as the angel songs for the little ones. And this is about joy. So I want you to get your hands free, because when I sing the chorus, it goes joy, 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 joy. Joy gives me wings. Just put your wings out like that. Try it. Joy gives me wings. Joy, 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 joy clears my understanding. All you have to do is just make a little circle around your beautiful Grand Central Station right here. Joy clears my understanding. Joy, 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 joy gives me strength. Come on, let's see those muscles. And then joy, 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 joy gives me wings. All right, let's just practice it a little bit. Joy, 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 joy gives me wings. Joy, 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 joy clears my understanding. Joy, 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 joy gives me strength. Joy, 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 joy gives me wings. I am joyful from the inside out. God created me and loves me. I appreciate the gifts this day brings, gifts in my life and within me. Here we go. Joy, 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 joy gives me wings. Yeah. Joy, 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 joy clears my understanding. Joy, 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 joy gives me strength. Oh yeah. Joy, 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 joy gives me wings. I am thankful for my life. God created me and loves me. I appreciate the gifts this day brings, the gifts in my life and within me. Here we go. Joy, 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 joy gives me wings. Joy, 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 joy clears my understanding. Joy, 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 joy gives me strength. Oh yeah. Joy, 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 joy gives me wings. Joy gives me wings. Joy, 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 joy. Joy clears my understanding. Yeah. Joy, 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 joy. Joy gives me strength. Joy, 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 joy. Joy gives me wings. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Wow. Because we were in this deep, like meditative place. It was beautiful. And now we're going to leave here with energized. Thank you so much, Jennifer.
You're so welcome.
Oh, and Justine woke up during your second song, but then she got to enjoy that. This is my daughter, Justine.
Yay, Justine. Nice to meet you, precious.
Lori, before Janelle prays out, I do want to give you the opportunity just to speak about what else you're offering, how people can learn more about you as well.
Thank you. The easiest way to learn more about me is just to go to my website and subscribe to my newsletter. And I will put it in the chat. It's just readingswithlori.com. So unless you want to put that, someone wants to put it in.
It's funny because I've been a little bit like piloty. Sorry, Sean. It's like my nature is piloting, and then yeah, we're a team. Okay, readings with Lori. We'll get that in there. It's not in there. Okay.
I got it.
Okay. Okay, great. Well, thank you everyone for coming and for staying. Don't leave without a prayer from Janelle. I just want to I don't think you can say thank you again, but I want to. So Janelle, take us home.
Yeah. Okay. So grateful and so thankful to place our hands on our hearts and take a deep breath of love and gratitude together. So grateful and thankful for joy, joy, joy. So grateful and thankful for the songs. Thank you, Jennifer. So grateful and thankful for the message that we are home. We are already home. So grateful and thankful to settle, to anchor, and to know that we are one with the one. We are so grateful and so thankful for this time together. Thank you, Jennifer Hadley, for bringing us together so we can all rise up. Grateful and thankful for our beautiful hosts, Angela and Sean, and so grateful and so thankful for the conversations of healing, the conversations of self-love, the conversations of self-embrace, bringing it all home. So grateful and thankful that we are already home. We share the benefits of this time together and this prayer with everyone. We let this be in the grace of God, and so it is. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, GJ. Thanks, everyone, for sticking around. Thank you. Much love.